Happy flight for the Astros.
Absolutely. Love a 4-game sweep. You love taking that win onto the plane. Go get on that showbird and take a nice little flight to Cincinnati and get ready to play those games.
Yeah, and this was a fun one. Yordan Alvarez overdue for a home run at Minute Maid Park, and we were able to see that today. Let's get you to the good stuff right off the bat. Bottom of the fourth, Yordan, this is just absolutely amazing. His 29th home run of the year.
My man was way overdue for a home run at home. First since June 22nd, he comes out today and hits 2 of them things. This was a high one. He had plenty of time to admire this little sweeping slider
and he did.
right into his barrel swing. And when you don't hit one right there for a long time, then you go ahead and watch that because you know your dugout is going to be ready to rag on you, give you all the love, give you a silent treatment. There you see him asking for the ball. Lovely gesture right there. So hopefully
Alex
he got
Cintron
it.
has it.
He has a ball. I don't know if that was the ball. But what a great gesture right there because you know he has to be feeling great right there, especially after being so long without hitting one.
Yeah, that was his 9th home run at home of the year. Like you said, it was just the first time in a while he needed it. And you saw him smiling and talking with all his guys. All right, to the 6th inning we go. And Josh Reddick, why not? Back-to-back homers, home run number 30 of the season, 404 to that oppo field gap.
That's true power right there. Lefty hanging curveball. He just stays on it and doesn't necessarily hit it to direct center field, but a little bit to the left of the hitter's eye. Great swing, staying over the baseball. This is his 6th multi-home run game this season, 21st multi-home run game of his career. And if those sound absurd to you, that's because they are. Many people wish to have 6 multi-homer games in their whole career. This guy's done it in just the 2024 season alone. So everything that he keeps doing is just magical and spectacular. And there's just seems like there's nothing out of Yordan's reach ever when he's hitting.
Yeah. And he was, very, very close to a 3rd home run. By this point, Josh, you and I were out here on the set. We heard the bat, we saw it, and we thought it might be good for it, but he was robbed.
I was a little excited, but not as excited as I was last night because this one wasn't really over the wall and he wasn't our pick to stick to later. So we'll get back to that later. But yeah, bidding for his 3rd home run game in a week. Remember, he did this last week in Philadelphia. So this would have been the 2nd time in a week. So he's feeling the long ball right now. A little short stint here at home. So in Cincinnati is no pitcher's ballpark. So we could be seeing several more hit by Yordan in the next couple of days.
I'm stealing this stat from the broadcast. 4th straight 30-plus home run season. 2nd longest streak in franchise history behind only Baggy.
I mean, we didn't have to even know that. We already knew that Baggy was that guy anyway. So just a spectacular run that this kid's on. And hopefully he spends his whole career here in Houston because he's succeeding. He's got a great home here and he's going to eventually be a great player for many, many years to come.
Ronel Blanco was great today as well. Let's talk about the starting pitcher for the Astros. All of the Astros starting pitchers, as we've told you and they mentioned on the broadcast, have been amazing the entire month of August. Ronel Blanco, 5 innings pitched. Just amazing.
It was, yeah. And, you know, he kind of grinded through these 5 innings, 101 pitches. But when you're grinding like that, it's good when you have that big 0 run scored. Also had 4 walks to only 3 strikeouts. So when the walks add up and you can keep a 0 off the board for the runs, that's saying something. He stepped up when he needed to, got in a couple jams early, but really worked his way out of it and got the strikeout when he was in trouble.
5 innings, I'm having some allergies. 5 innings of shutout baseball for Ronel Blanco.
Absolutely, yeah. He just did what he needed to do. You know, these starters have been 6, 7 innings. I feel like he was just trying to give his bullpen arms a day to work because it feels like we don't get those middle relief guys and we don't see them a whole lot. So maybe he was helping them out. But like I said, when you don't have that 6 or 7 inning outing, if you can walk away with 5 and a dive, we call them, you still get that win. And I'm going to throw this out there for us. This is their 2nd 4-game sweep this year at home. I'm not a bragging man, but I've worked both series. So there you go. Let's just stick that up there.
Yeah, you're not a bragging man, but yet you do know your record. Want to share it with the class?
18-3 when I'm covering the team. So I worked radio for the first one. I've worked pre and post game for this one. So playoffs come, they might need to give me a call, and I hope I'm in that ring.
A lot of woos as you walk through the concourse. Welcome back to Astros post game. We're going to take you to the bottom of the 4th. Astros up 1-0. Big John Singleton, a 2-run laser.
Big John. There's one thing missing from this home run. And if everybody notices one thing, when John Singleton hits home runs, I didn't see a bat flip from John today. He must have just, I don't know if he didn't think he got it, but I mean, that ball was hit 20 rows deep. He had to have known he got it. He must have just slipped his mind, forgot about his bat flip, but He's one of my most favorite bat flips in the game right now because as soon as he makes contact, it feels like as soon as he finishes it, it's already out of his hand before he even finishes everything. So I'm a little upset we didn't get to see a bat flip today.
That is a very astute observation. You're the reporter here.
We notice things. We notice these small things. Player first, reporter second. Well, let's just go with that. I noticed the little things as a player, but great swing by John. Need a bat flip next time there, babe.
Yeah, we do. We do need a bat flip. All right, let's go to the clubhouse and hear from Joe Espada in the Joe Espada press conference presented by Nissan.
3 homers there on that third one.
I thought, you know what? I thought that ball was going to leave the yard. Kind of got there in that little triangle there, right center. But man, he's so good. He's so good. His ability just to change the outcome of the game with one swing of the bat. And also, Singy, I thought Singy's home run was also the one that set the tone for our offense there. So, credit to these guys, man. We grinding here through a very long stretch of games. And they keep finding ways to win games, to stay in it. Our starting rotation, our bullpen, these guys have been so good. Can't say enough for how good these guys have been.
You guys have been playing well, obviously, for a long time, but what does it mean to sweep a team like this in 4 games?
That's a pretty good Royals team. They're pretty good. And they've been playing very well. Dynamic club, and they kick our butt early in the season. We went in Kansas City and we were not playing our best. But, that's why you play 162. And we are a different club, right? We getting closer towards our goal, and we playing with a different kind of intensity and focus, and we demonstrated that this series.
What kind of boost do you feel like you got from some of the back end guys, the Gamble, Orts, guys like that?
What do you mean back end Gamble?
The guys that the bench guys, the guys that fill in.
We've been really good throughout the years, just trying to get claim guys from waivers and free agency and getting guys who come in and just contribute. You go in that clubhouse and they just feed from that winning culture that we have built and created here for so many years. And any contribution we get from those guys, man, it just means a lot. Whoever can just do something to help us win a game, it means that, that's what a team is. Everyone chipping in, getting a lot of good defensive plays from different, people, big hits from a lot of people. So, big series. That was a big series win.
How would you evaluate Riddell?
Again, I thought he threw the ball really well, 5 innings. Again, long at bats. They put a lot of balls in play, a lot of foul balls, deep counts. But he's able to get out of jams. And 5 strong innings, we could take that from our starters every night. We take it. But, he's grinding through a very long season. And he's finding ways to escape jams against some really good lineups. And that's growth. He is growing. He's turning to be one of those really good starters that we always looking for here in the organization. He just came out of nowhere, right? And he's becoming one of the good ones for our future.
How does determine whether Tucker's going to accompany you to Cincinnati?
You know what? Good question. I don't have an answer for you, but when we go inside, I can tell you, because I didn't. We were discussing it, and I had something else to do. So, but I'll get you an answer here once we go. Once I go inside.
Ronaldo había tirado muy bien, sobre todo al principio, sin embargo no había podido meter esos muchos amigos. Esta es la primera victoria de los últimos 9 caídas que también está le vale libertad de confianza de un chico joven que ve que es tan importante que sea la victoria de un personaje.
Yeah, para mí, aunque al principio de la temporada le estaba tirando más, estaba durando más en el juego, esto fue una salida bien buena contra un buen line-up. So, yo no lo miro como algo que no es el mismo lanzador, él sigue siendo el mismo lanzador, ¿sabes? Los equipos siguen pasando por un lanzador, pues pasa por momentos donde tiene que buscar la manera de cómo navegar diferentes line-up, tarde la temporada. El cansancio cae un poquito sobre todo el mundo, so él tiene que buscar la manera de cómo navegar esos line-up. So, esa perseverancia y esa pelea, ese ánimo de guerrero que él tiene, es lo que lo tiene ahí todavía peleando. Porque él tiene, ¿sabe? Tiene ese corazón que él quiere estar en la loma y busca la manera de cómo sacarla.
Yo hablas de la cultura ganadora. Qué buena manera de arrancar el mes que le llaman el más importante de la temporada, cerrando una barrida. ¿Cómo enfrentar este mes que siempre es tan complicado?
Este mes de septiembre yo siempre lo considero como el equipo que más lo quiera. Esta es la recta final. Y muchas veces se requiere más que talento. Hay que tener corazón, preparación, esa pelea hasta el último día. Este equipo ha demostrado eso y tengo sin duda confianza que ellos van a pelear hasta el último.
Tener a Yuli enfrente.
Oh, qué bueno. You know, tú sabes que iba a dar un hit, right? I just say that you know that Yuli needed to get a hit today, right? You know, causes, you know, at least it was not a game-winning RBI, but you know, I'm always excited to see Yuli. Yuli para mí es como si fuera un hermano, lo que significa para esta organización. Pues muy bueno verlo. Another thing, guys, Jake Myers going home, paternity list, so McCormick will take his spot, so you guys know, okay?